Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening Birmingham. Today I have the honor and pleasure. I'm here today with Miss Ashley Bell. She is running for Shelby County District Court Place 1 Judge on the November 8th ballot. Ashley, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Great. So one of the reasons why I want to bring her on, of course, she's a candidate running for office, but if you win, it'd be historic. You'll be the first African-American female judge for Shelby County.
That is correct.
Great. So let's start there. Tell people a little bit about yourself and why you're running for this seat.
Well, as he stated, I'm Ashley Bell. I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama. My husband and I, we have 3 children, and we live actually in Chelsea, Alabama. And the reason why I'm running for this particular seat is because I believe that children are our future. I believe that we need to do whatever's necessary and whatever's in our reach to make sure that children do not fall through the cracks. I have a vast amount of experience dealing with children as well as adults. Prior to being an attorney, I was a licensed master's level social worker, and I have a vast amount of experience ranging from working with children in adoption and foster care, as well as working with veterans coming back from Iraq in operation in Iraq and in during New Dawn.
That is a great skill set. When you like a social worker, most times people come from the law and then they jump into the judgeship, but you actually came from a different field. Actually, then you went into law, so that's quite interesting. So what kind of cases will you be hearing in this particular seat?
In this particular seat, this particular judge will be the presiding judge over the juvenile court division as of right now. There will be multiple cases ranging from dependency cases to delinquency cases. Everything under the sun that deals with children, this particular judgeship will preside over.
Okay, so let's kind of do some more. This is my favorite part. I always like to do the podcast. It's like connect the dots. Once you got here in Birmingham, what type of organizations did you join, or things like that? Where you go to church, places like that.
Well, I am a member of New Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Church in Bessemer, Alabama. My husband and I, we do a lot of community work in our community. As I previously stated, we live in Chelsea, Alabama. Our children participate in many sporting events, many Chelsea leagues, and so we have volunteered our time with our children as well to make sure that we're teaching them the importance of volunteering, the importance of serving people, and the importance of doing a great job and making sure that whatever you put your mind to, that you put all efforts forward.
Okay. What are some other things in your platform?
My platform is being run on 4 main principles, and that is faith, family, experience, and integrity.
Okay, I like that. It's like a good acronym, but I think they all kind of falls into place and everything.
Yes.
So what's one thing you want the Shelby County voters to know about your candidacy and things like that?
What I would like for the Shelby County voters to know is that I am an individual who vows to be fair, who vows to be impartial. I was taught to treat the janitor and the CEO with the same respect, and that same respect will follow me to the bench. There is no greater person. I believe that when we encounter people, it's not by accident. I believe that we typically put something in people. Like, say if they weren't as forthcoming as far as if they didn't know what they wanted to do. I believe that in the kids that we serve, we need to be giving them hope, encouragement, and love. And those are the main things that I definitely instilled in my kids, is that I want them to know that they're loved. I want them to know that we encourage them every step of the way. Are they going to make mistakes? Yeah, they're going to make mistakes. The citizens that we serve, they're going to make mistakes. But I want them to know that sometimes it's not the end all be all. You have to sometimes get up, dust yourself off, and start over. Prime example, when I was in law school, I lost my twin brother, okay? Yes, I lost my twin brother during law school. And it was difficult for me during that time. It was very difficult. I went to law school, I left, I came back, I left, I came back. However, there was one particular time when I was told that if I didn't complete law school at that moment, that time, that I would not graduate from that particular law school.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so that resonated with me. I eventually started law school over, got my law degree, throughout law school, I worked as a social worker. And I will tell you, I have so many experiences that I can tell you all about. Like I said, I worked with children all the way up to veterans, trying to get them reacclimated back into the communities. And this is the same thing that we will be doing in this particular court, making sure that they have the services that are available. If those services aren't available, making sure that there's some type of implementation that we can do to make sure that we can get them what they need. The main thing that's going to be important in this role is to make sure that we're brokering services, making sure that we're if there's a gap, that we're putting a bridge across that gap to make sure that these families have what they need. And I think that's going to be important for whoever sits on this bench. Again, I do believe that I have the necessary qualifications, credentials, and experience to take Shelby County to the next level. Judge Kramer is actually retiring out of this particular seat, and I believe that he's done an amazing job with the families that he served. And in his replacement, we're going to need someone that cares about people, somebody that's people over politics. And I'll be honest with you, voters, I've served all of my life in every capacity. There has never been any opportunity that I have not taken advantage of to serve people. And I believe that that is what's going to set me apart in this particular seat. I believe not only that, but also my education, my experience. I'm not only licensed to practice before all the state courts in Alabama, I'm also licensed to practice before the Northern District of Alabama in federal court, as well as the Southern District. And I practice in both. And so it's going to be very important that someone who sits on this bench is diverse in their experiences. And that person is me.
Okay. So how can people find out, about your campaign? Well, let me back up for a minute. I always like to ask this question too. Y'all can tell I'm not a little rusty. I've done the primary season, so we're getting back into it. What are some of your hobbies? I always like to ask all the candidates that some things you do in your free time. I know you ain't got free time to do it now, but
Yes. In my hobbies, I like to watch my kids play their sports. Okay. I like to do that. I like to just spend quality time with my family, because too often we have like things like your gadgets and things like that kind of take away from family time. But I believe that in the importance of spending time with family, intentional time. So I definitely like to watch my children. I like to go out, hang out with friends and family and things like that. Just an all-around person. I'm just, honestly, I'm another citizen of Shelby County. I'm not standing here before you today as a judicial candidate, but as a concerned citizen of Shelby County. I believe that we need someone in this seat that not only cares about people, but will definitely put people over politics. Because let's face it, when you're dealing with family court, we're dealing with people's lives. We're dealing with children who need stability. And I believe that sitting on the bench, I can give these children and these families hope, encouragement, and the love that some of them never even get at home.
Okay, so how can people find out more about your campaign? You
can go to Ashley N. Bell for Judge.com. That's Ashley N. Bell, FOR, Judge.com.
All right, well, Ashley, thank you for coming on today. You all, November 8th is right around the corner. So if you didn't vote, Shelby County voters, in the previous election, you got one last chance to make your voice known for this election cycle. So please, our most sacred thing, our most thing as a citizen is voting. So that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Please check out what'shappenedbirmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out the audio version of this interview on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all again and have a great day. Bye-bye. And thank you, Ashley, for coming on. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye, y'all.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.